Alright, guys, we're gonna talk about something. We just beat Auditory like 5 minutes ago. No, it's like, at this point, it's 18 minutes ago. Let's say 25 minutes ago. But when I wanted to edit the video and upload it to YouTube, I saw that my mic settings were on default instead of the microphone I use. Same with my desktop audio, which also didn't record for some reason, which made me pretty mad. So that's why I'm actually making this video. I'm gonna talk about the level. I'm gonna give my honest opinions about it, how hard I think it is. I'm a little bit better than the wave. I'm a little bit better at the wave than most people, so my opinions are probably not gonna be the greatest. Since we barely had any wave deaths, we only made it to the second wave 8 times, and we made it to the final wave, I believe, 4 times. I didn't die to the second wave at all, like the from 70 to like 80, 82. I died 3 times to 67, sadly, because that part's pretty difficult, because that's like the part where most people do the double quick 3 times in the quarter. I don't know, I'll talk about it. We have the footage right here of me beating it. I just need to see where it starts exactly. We'll just say here. So, of course, we start off the level with the evil yellow orb in the beginning. I don't know why I'm pausing here, but okay. Anyway, the queue beginning is pretty easy. Obviously, everybody can do this, even if your hardest is can would go. I don't care. Where we get to the ship part, it used to be. I was originally going to be doing this level on keyboard, but then I decided to switch up to mouse because I feel pretty more consistent with mouse. And my keyboard is like very clickery, so my clicks were often delayed for some reason. We already skipped a hard part. Let me actually go back for a little bit. Um, yeah, so they stuck me like 1.2 old attempts, 1.2 thousand old attempts, and 4K new ones, which is the least an extreme took me by far. I think my lowest was like 4,300, which was Red World like 5 months ago. But I've improved a lot at the game since then, since I've beaten Yali and Allegiance. But those levels are very far apart from each other, obviously. But I will say though, this level actually made me a lot better at the wave. Even though I already was pretty decent at the wave, I would say. But then we get to this ball part, and you see this beautiful, beautiful, what's it called, pink orb right here. Well, you would think this is a pretty easy quick, right? Like, you have to quick pretty late, obviously, but I think you only have like 3 or 4 frames to quick it. If you're like a little bit too early, then you hit this saw, which is pretty annoying. I think I died here like 60 times. I'm actually check how many times we died there. We have died there a total of 62 times. I was actually pretty accurate. And 7 times today. We didn't have a lot of attempts from zero. I passed the second wave first try today as well, which was insane. But yeah, let's go back to the video. Okay, I don't know why it's laggy all of a sudden. Hello? Can we cooperate, please? Hello? Okay, it's gonna be pretty bad quality. I don't know why the fuck. Okay, so we're just lagging all of a sudden. Okay, wait. Maybe because I'm in full screen. There we go. Okay, so let's just skip. These timings are pretty easy, obviously. That pink corp used to be a little bit tough. I died to this quick, the third quick a few times. Drop wave, not too bad. Only 29% is pretty annoying sometimes when you're not in the mood. Then we get here, right? Well, 36 is definitely the hardest part of the level. 35 to 36 to 37 is the hardest part of the level. Why, you see, you had what? Shout out Red Hot Gamer. If it wasn't for him, I probably would never be in this. Red Hot Gamer on YouTube, by the way. So we're gonna go here, What I used to do was I drop down early, do a quick, do another quick, like the one you're seeing here, but it used to be pretty inconsistent. So I talked to some friends about it. They just said, go up to this spike and just fall down. That's a lot easier, but I also died a lot in this way. If we're gonna check again, 36, I've died to 11 times, which is pretty annoying. Because I really didn't have that many wave attempts. Okay, actually, many wave attempts past 40%, obviously. Because like from 40% and forward is pretty... No, there's some tricky parts, but let's continue. I won't stall too much, and we got some pretty easy. I died here once, which was pretty annoying. Then we got the headbangers. Why does this thing not want to go away? Hello? Headbangers were pretty easy. I had 4 deaths to the headbangers, but they weren't headbanger deaths. They were more of like transitioning from the bottom to like this border right here. Like, it was not too bad. I died once to this top spike. That was today, actually. And then we died to this portal 3 other times. So I'm not actually too bad at the headbangers. I practiced Sonic Wave a little bit and it's not been too difficult. But let's continue. Then we got pretty easy waving, blah blah blah, a little bit of spam, another bit of spam, go down. This, I wouldn't consider this as spam, but I died here a couple of times, 52 and 53. I died here like 7 or 8 times because I kept hitting the ceiling thinking I was gonna hit one of the saw blades. And then same with 55, I died to the bottom saw blade right here a couple of times, or like to this little spam section. Then we got the cube. Obviously the beginning is not too bad, but sometimes you can miss an orb, unfortunately, even though they're all buffers. I died to 64 3 times, which was... I once missed the first yellow orb and went up in the sky. And then like... you don't buffer this first blue orb because then you just hit the spikes at the bottom, which you think you would hit the blue pad. But I died like this twice, which was pretty annoying. Then we get to the second wave. The second wave is really not that bad, besides this little criminal of a section right here. I did the double quick like once in one of my second wave attempts and it worked, but I like died almost. I almost died to the ceiling of the where in the corridor. So that's why I just never did that. Then I died here once as well. I died to this first saw blade, I believe, or this third saw blade. I don't know. We almost died here in the normal mode. Holy shit. That was pretty close. Then this wave's not too bad. A lot of people find this pretty hard, but it's actually pretty consistent. Blah blah blah. Then I never died anywhere past 74. Like this could anybody could actually do this. Then cube section, obviously, it's just memorization. It stays in your head. And then we get to the hardest part, the second hardest part of the level for me. This first release going into the quarter was probably one of the hardest releases in the whole level. Because I did die there in a lot of like, I had like 29 to 88, I believe. Then the rest is pretty easy. This is fine. This release can actually kill you. Like if this thing wants to go away, I can really show it, but now you can see you almost don't have any space down there. Then I died to 94. Sadly, this top spike, which if you look, I almost died there again, but we're just gonna ignore that. Then I died to 95, sadly, to this structure above me. And then the rest is pretty easy. I thought I was gonna die to the spam, but my spam was actually pretty consistent that time. And that's how we beat Auditory Breaker. Let's put up some music. Let's just pull up, where is it? Where do you find your songs? So if we're just gonna talk about the level, I think it's definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. 9.5 maybe because of those 2 stupid deaths at the end, but that's just a skill issue at the end of the day. Difficulty, I would consider this way easier than Phobos, because Phobos is like 680th on the list, and this is like 590th, I believe. I think this is easier than Phobos, but Phobos is definitely more mentally challenging than this level. Yeah, definitely Yaldabaoth is definitely harder than this. Just a few choke points in this level were pretty annoying, like the 20% ball click, the pink orb obviously. Then 36 was pretty annoying. And then a bit of the spam parts, but that's just like a skill issue, you know. I play with a Logitech G502 Hero Edition, but my quick is a little bit messed up since I played Yaldabaoth. I think I smashed it once, and since then it's like malfunctioning. Like the quick is not as quicky anymore as it used to be. But yeah, I think that's everything I want to talk about. This took me 5,286 attempts. If we subtracted all attempts, it was like 1.3k, 1.2k. Let's just say like 3,900 attempts, which is the least an extreme took me by far. And this is the second hardest for me. I'm actually pretty impressed on my like how much I've came in the last 2 years. Like 2 years ago, my hardest was, I think, what was it? It was Forsaken Neon, and now like I'm at 9 extreme demons now. I have a couple of insane demons, and I'm actually pretty decent at the game now. Like just. I'm happy with how far I came. I started this this game in 2014 when I went still like to, you know, obviously basic school. That's how we call it in Belgium. And like, what, that was 2014. Now I'm playing this game for 12 years now. Even though I quit from like 2019 to like 2021, but that like. Because I could not play GD, I was on phone, I really didn't have a PC, I only had a crappy ass laptop, but that's fine, we're back now. And I think that's everything I want to talk about, so, well, see you guys next time. By the way, I'm probably going to be doing Digital Descent next, because I have 73. Number 2, probably Sweater Weather, because I have 86 now for like over a month almost. And then number 3, Heartbeat, but I'm really not in the mood to play that because the beginning is awful, the gameplay sucks ass. So I'll probably be one of those 3. If I don't want to do any of those, I'm probably going to do Sonic Wave now. I've been pretty inconsistent. I have 65 to 100 already, and I have 30% from 0. So I think that's it, guys. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.